Welcome back to Texas Top Homes, where home buying, selling, and financing are all simplified. I'm your host, Freeman Sawyer. With me is my co-host, Tracy Wiesman. Today, we're visiting with one of Texas top realtors, Christina Ford, with Ebby Halliday Realtors. Christina, thanks for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
So, Christina, when you're working with a seller, you've gotten to the point you have some offers on the table, like in Frisco, you might have multiple offers.
You've created that feeding frenzy over there.
Exactly.
For sure.
How do you help them determine which is the right offer to accept?
Well, it's not necessarily the highest. We want to make sure that the buyer is strong. So we'll look at their pre-approval.
Through Skyline Home Loans.
Through Skyline Home
Hopefully,
Loans.
yes.
Puts them to the top of the list, just saying.
They go number one,
That's
always. And then we look at how much they're putting down, like the buyer, the potential buyer. And we look at the time they want to close. So we want a shorter option period.
Sure.
We want a shorter time to close. And a lot of times, even if the cash offer is less, we'll take that one because there's no appraisal and cash is king.
Sure.
Cash is always king. Now, you mentioned the down, right? So I just want to clarify for our listeners out there. Is that the down payment that they're putting on their loan, or is that the amount of earnest money that they're putting with their offer?
A down payment on their loan makes it look like a more strong buyer.
Okay.
And so they
Sure.
look like
If
they're more ready
putting
to go.
20% down versus somebody who's putting 5% down, might be a little stronger buyer, a little more cushion should that appraisal come in a little bit off, something like that. You have that little extra cushion built in to make the deal work.
Absolutely.
Right. And I'm curious, so assuming that your seller, right, is ready to move then, but what happens if you get into a position where the seller needs a little longer than a 30-day escrow? Does that come into play?
It does. And with the seller's market being heavily weighted more favorable in
Sure.
the seller, the buyers normally wait, but if not, we'll do a sale leaseback for a month
Sure.
until their new house is ready.
Gotcha.
And that's where a seller can kind of pay rent, quote unquote, to the new buyers while they stay there until they actually can move into their new house.
That's right.
Okay.
And if you did a lease back like that for 30 days, how is that monthly rent going to be figured? Is that just what the monthly mortgage payment would be, or do you come up with a flat per day or per week? How do you guys structure that?
Market with the MLS, I
Okay.
use the rents in the neighborhood and just maybe take an average.
And determine it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Got
Okay.
it.
Got it. Christina, if folks want to find you online, how do they find you?
On my Facebook, Destination Dream Homes at Ebby Halliday.
Super. And if they want to call you direct and set an appointment to maybe go look at some homes with you, what's your phone number?
It's 214-663-1249.